Alright, boys. So I got a text message while I was in Arizona. I'm going to pick up a few lawnmowers right now. No idea what kind of condition they're in. All I know is they live on acreage and they've got 3 lawnmowers that they want picked up. They say that they're in okay shape, but that of course is very subjective. So somebody's okay shape could be my junk shape or my mint condition shape. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But as you guys noticed, I do have you on the other dash cam. I took that cheap Walmart one out of the truck and I'm now using this other one that I got. This is the one that I was using that was in the Malibu. So hopefully, I believe the sound, the audio is quite a bit better on this camera. But I think the video quality should be substantially better too. So as you guys can see, I'm driving out into the very nice parcels that we've got out here. I actually haven't been on this side of town. I know of it, but I've never really been through it. It's saying that this isn't a through street, but my GPS is leading me down here, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it seems to think that it goes right through that gate, which it doesn't, I don't think. The road should go all the way through. See garbage cans. Best part about having a truck, boys, make your own road, so to speak. Now to burn off some carbon. And I think this is the street literally right here. And yes, it is. The guy says he's here, so we'll know for sure here in a minute. I believe this is it. There's the mowers. I'm seeing a Honda. Now I'm heading out. They're not in the best condition, but knowing me, I could probably get at least 2 of them working. One of them's a Honda. At least it's got a Honda motor on it. And I'm wondering, if that looks exactly the same as that other Honda motor that I took off that damn pressure washer. I'm wondering if it'll fit on that. So we'll have to figure that one out. But something tells me that crankshaft is probably just a little too long. But anyways, so now we'll wait till we get back to the house and I'll make a video on them. Well, so I just got here to the dad's. I'm gonna go ahead and spray these things off with the pressure washer. But first I gotta unload them first. I'll give you guys a quicker look at them here just as soon as I get them off and cleaned up. Also, after one quick pressure wash and a Black Widow check later, all 3 of them are washed off and in much better shape than I expected, at least cosmetically. Let's start with this one. This one's missing a wheel, but I do have a whole crate hoard full of wheels right here, so I'm sure one of those will work. This one's kind of interesting. It's an older model. I don't know how old, but there's the model number for you guys. If I had to guess, I'd say early 2000s, maybe late 90s. But the deck's in decent shape, aside from it needing a wheel and brake control cable, blade control cable rather. Doesn't look like it needs too much else. Though one thing that is weird is the blade brake on this mower is completely useless, which is why I'm guessing instead of just turning it off a normal way, they just undid the spark plug wire. That's how I got it. I didn't undo that. But this is actually a really decent, really nice condition deck. So let's go ahead and give it a pull. See what kind of compression we have. Oh yeah, it's got compression. It's got plenty of compression. That'll be a good runner. Then we have this MTD, which this is actually the third time I've picked up one of these decks. Now this deck, or this motor, is a little bit different compared to the other two MTDs that I picked up, in that it's a little bit newer. I didn't even check any of the oil on all these, but there's oil in this one. But this is the same motor as that one, so one way or the other, be able to get both of them working, I'm hoping. But overall, this deck's in okay shape. Had a ton of leaves and dirt and grime on it. And unfortunately, with the pressure washer, that's the kind of stuff that happens. The paint already in a damaged condition. It will not hold up to a pressure washer. It's just too much pressure on it. And as we can see here, we've got a blade control cable that's messed up as well as a throttle control. This thing's got a manual choke, it looks like. Manual throttle control. So I haven't even checked to see if these run, but we'll check and see what kind of compression we're working with this one. Oh, it's got compression too. That'll be a runner. So that one should run. And then we have this one. This is a Troy Bilt. There's what's left of the model number for you guys. This one is very conveniently said that it's a 2003 model. So this is about a 12-year-old lawnmower. This is a GCV 190 motor, Honda motor. It's actually the exact same motor. Well, probably not the exact same, but it's basically this one, except this one has a shorter crankshaft for a pressure washer. So if I need any parts, that's where I'd be getting the parts from. Exactly why I keep motors, especially rarer ones like Hondas, because they're hard to find. They're expensive. So everything seems to work okay, other than the self-propel. I'll show you guys what's up with that in a minute. This one does have compression. Does have a little bit of compression. I can't remember offhand if these motors have that compression blow-off valve that basically it's supposed to make it easier to pull. I can't remember if these Honda motors have that or not, but it feels like it has compression. One problem we do have with this thing is the self-propel is not working, and upon further inspection, this is due to the belt being thrown. So it's still in one shape and it still looks to be in decent condition. So I'm hoping that all I got to do is just basically take all this stuff in here apart and put the belt back on the transmission. Hopefully it'll work. If not, well, I don't know what we're gonna do, but obviously these mowers do need a better cleaning. However, I'm not going to give them a good deep cleaning until I'm ready to sell them. I only clean them up like this, basically just in order to work on them, and it's not too dirty. But as you guys saw earlier, this one was just covered in grime. In fact, there wasn't even hardly any leaves on it compared to how much oily gook there was. I didn't even check to see what kind of shape the air filter's in. That's typical. Actually, it's in really decent condition. Might have some straggler black widows in here. Looks like we got a nest of a couple spider webs of some kind. But provided that the compression's actually good in this thing, shouldn't be too difficult to get this Honda going. Now these Honda ones, I typically do kind of go the extra mile to fix them, or at least try to, simply because it's a Honda. For some reason, people think that, you know, there's people out there that think that Hondas and only Hondas are the best lawnmower. I'm not saying that they're not good. I'm not saying that they're not great motors, because they are. But any other of these motors that I pick up and fix are just as good as long as you maintain them. It's just these Hondas, I guess people think they're more idiot-proof. But it's pretty much a standard, I guess. But anywho, so that's those 3 mowers for you guys. And I can't remember if I showed you guys this one. Expect a video on that at some point. But I've also got this Tecumseh mower that I picked up about a week or so ago. It's a White Outdoor brand. I've never heard of that brand before. I don't know where they sell it. It's probably an East Coast or Midwest brand. I've never heard of it, seen it anywhere. But overall, other than, you know, this bit up here, it's in decent shape. It's got the bag. And really, that's pretty much about it. It's even got a fully intact primer bulb. And the air filter housing is, thought it was on the mower, but it's probably on top of the toolbox or workbench. In fact, it's right over there. So you guys got plenty of lawnmower videos coming in the making. This one right here, I'm kind of having an issue. What issue was I having? Oh, this bearing right here is all seized up. So I've got to replace that. That bearing goes on the tensioner for the motor drive belt. So I'm going to have to replace that bearing, and then just because of the design of this Harbor Freight one, it's just slightly longer over on this end. So this bolt that goes through it, through the tensioner bracket here, interferes, and it actually touches and hits the motor. So it prevents me from fully hooking it up and getting it working at this point, but shouldn't be that hard to figure that one out. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this lawnmower video. These are some of the mowers that you guys can look forward to. Should be some more stuff in the making. And this one did come with a bag. It was the only one that did. Forgot to mention that. There's the bag right there, and I'll bother cleaning that up once I get this thing going. So anyways, boys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and there's a lot more to come.